No man should have to go through this. No man should have to endure the pain. Men are taken out their home every day. Innocent men just like this one. 60% divorce rate took men out of their homes. College admission gender bias took this man out of his home. The gender pay gap took this man out of his home. These men are facing homelessness right now. But with your support and just 50 cents a day, we can save them. Please go online or call this number and join the Save a King Fund for Humanity for only $15 a month. For just 50 cents a day, you'll deliver emergency relief, passport, and life-saving support to these men who could be homeless without it. Don't wait. Pick up the phone now. No man should have to go through this. No man should have to endure the pain. Men are taken out their home every day. Innocent men just like this one. 60% divorce rate took men out of their homes. College admission gender bias took this man out of his home. The gender pay gap took this man out of his home. These men are facing homelessness right now. But with your support and just 50 cents a day, we can save them. Please go online or call this number and join the Save a King Fund for Humanity for only $15 a month. For just 50 cents a day, you'll deliver emergency relief, passport, and life-saving support to these men who could be homeless without it. Don't wait. Pick up the phone now.
Not my mouse. Not my mouse deciding that it's going to not work right now. Absolutely not. Let me plug it in. This is a problem with mouses that you have to recharge. All right. Let me turn that off. Hey everyone, welcome back to Themacentos. Max is definitely going to have to answer for this commercial. Max is going to have to answer for this commercial because how dare you? How dare you send this commercial in? We have some things to talk about today. But before we do, I had something that I wanted to show you all. It is a beautiful wedding. It is the kind of weddings I expect to see you all engaging in. So here's it. Oh, before I get to the wedding, sorry, the wedding vows. Let me say that I was fully prepared to come on here late and talk about I'm time blinded or something like that. And then I talked to my mom and I talked to a bunch of people and they were like saying it's okay. It's understandable that the world doesn't cater to every sort of idiosyncrasy, and that time blindness is not something that the world generally cares about or engage with, but that we shouldn't be hard on the lady who asked for accommodations for time blindness. And so I'm just going to leave that there. Someone said, Yanni Red. Wait, are you talking about? I don't know Yanni Red. I don't know who Yanni Red is. Said black women stop supporting trans and gay men. Let them suffer. Oh, I don't know who Yanni Red is, but anywho, I will continue. So, I don't know who. I look. I don't- yeah, don't get petty. All right. So I am going to move on from that. We're going to shout out to Mango Juice King commercial. I'm only donating 15 cents, so these kings ain't getting my monthly support. Period. um, no, I think, look, let me just, um, this is something that I wanted to talk about from the last video that I did, the podcast. I realized there are like about 5,000 new people when I last said this, so I will say it again. For those people who are leaving, unsubscribing for this reason or that reason, um, I'm going to say this the nicest way I want. While I want you here, I don't beg anyone to stay. So I don't do the I am leaving. Here is my 500-page essay about why I'm leaving. It's okay. I promise you, if you start the email with this is why I'm going to unsubscribe, I am not reading the rest. And it's not to be petty. This is not to be petty. Because people are like ableism, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of people had a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts. I do not censor myself for my audience ever. I have never done that, won't ever do that. So if you, and this is a drag, kind of, but not really, because I think it's okay to come online and want to be pandered to. That is completely fine. I say what I truly believe. If that hurts you or harm you in any way that I can perceive, I will apologize for that harm. However, I will not tailor my content, my language, any of that to anyone. It is just that simple. I will never do that. So please, if you're saying, I'm leaving because you're expecting me to beg you to stay, it will never happen. There are people, there's one person in particular who I love, we're still friends, who said she had to step back from the channel. And I wanted to say, please don't go. I love your voice here. I like seeing you in the comments. When I see your name, it lights up my day and whatever. And I didn't. I'm never going to say that because it's unfair to tell someone to stay somewhere where they feel either unsafe, unwelcome, or even uncomfortable. So I am not about to tell it. Those essays will not get a reply. I am not going to tell you to stay. I will tell you all right now that I love having you here. I love disagreeing. I love the instability sometimes. And I'm fine with that. Leaving the channel shrinking and growing, it's fine. I only wanted 500 people to subscribe. That was my goal. Everything after 500 was a plus. And I am grateful, unlike Doja Cat, I am grateful. I feel welcome. I love the community we've created. I am not about to change me for the community. Hopefully, the community accepts me how I come. That is fine. Separately, um, unless we go under 500 subscribers, I will not be affected mentally. If we go under if everyone subscribe and there is 499 people, then I'll be like, oh my God, I failed. But if it's over 500, I will continue to think that I've succeeded because I've succeeded. Anywho, that out of the way, and Yanni seemed to be an amazing, beautiful person. I haven't seen her said anything. This is not in response to her. Love her. I have her DM. If I have an issue, I will message her directly. This is about the ableism comments, not the whatever y'all are bringing up with Yanni. All right, great. That was a lovely talk. Hopefully, we understand each other. Blah, 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 blah. All right, now to the video. I would advise you should never take advice from me. Please, 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 because I'm about to do something right now. but I'm still gonna do it. But I'm warning you beforehand to not take um do not take advice from me. However, there are some wedding vows going to be read, and this woman is marrying this man. And when I saw this, my my feminist to be heart, my feminist to be heart just jumped and it was happy. And this is how I hope everyone and interacts with these vows. So let me play this lady with her vows, and then we'll talk about it. Not really. I'm just gonna play it. There's nothing to talk about. I hope for all of our sakes that this is how everyone reacts to these vows.
Sickness
in sickness
and in health,
and in health,
to love, cherish, and to obey.
We didn't talk about that one in council.
We did talk about that in council. Yes, we did. So you want me to repeat that again? You want to just keep going?
I think we can keep going.
All right. In sick.
Now, I want to go through the comments, but the problem is my mouse. So I'm letting my mouse charge. I'm letting my mouse charge because I do actually want to go through some of these comments because the peoples are upset, and I don't know why they're upset. If you want someone to obey you, go. Slavery has been abolished. So I don't know what you mean you want someone to obey you. Are you paying them? Are you a drill sergeant? Like, what do you mean obey? Like I have never in my life understood why people are up there talking about, oh, I want to obey you. Obey who? For what reason? Again, do not take advice from me. I don't give advice, but that's how you should do that. I absolutely love. Oh my god, I hate this mouse. I want us to go to the because there were women. It wasn't men. Someone said, this lady said, when you want the wedding and not the marriage, shaking my head. Sounds to me like she wants the wedding and the marriage, a very specific kind of marriage that she's not about to lie and talk about, oh, I want to obey you. No, I am a fully actualized human being. So are you. And we're going to engage as if we are fully actualized human beings. I'm not obeying anything. The only obey I know is whole bay season period. I need some. I need to figure out what I'm gonna cook tonight. Actually, I probably won't cook. I'm probably gonna order food. I don't know why I say cook. Like I'm gonna get off here and go cook. Doja gonna be Daniel Caesar 2023. I actually have theories on Doja Cat, but I will leave that be. All right. So while my mouse is charging, let me just do this. Welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here. Happy Friday. I'm very excited for this show in particular because we're chilling and we're going to talk about things. So thank you all for being here and let's get into, well, I mean, it is really, it is really messy. All right. So this lady is a legend in sort of talk show hosting. And I it's not in any way disrespectful to like people who are reporters and didn't know the culture at the time. But y'all remember the interview I didn't want to say her name, where the interviewer asked Diana Ross if her hair was real. I'm gonna play this. Let me play this because she goes, "I have to ask," and I'm sitting here like, really? Did you have to ask? Because it's giving jealousy. It's giving her hair is full, lush, and amazing, and you want to sit up here and demean her. That's what it's giving. Um, and I never, the first time I saw it, it didn't ring the same um um about, sorry, I'm reading a comment. When you get a chance, watch Real Talk Yanni and see what her following is saying about gay and trans men. Um, I will look into this. I feel like there is a pressure for me to make comments on Yanni, and I don't know why that is. Um, I'm not saying this is you, but I've also gotten a bunch of DMs asking if I'm going to speak out against Yanni. I adore Yanni. I haven't been really watching, so I don't know what exactly she said about gay people. So I don't know. Please refrain from commenting about Yanni in the chat. I will go do my due diligence to watch what is happening. If she is trying to define womanhood, then that sounds like a job for women, and I'm not involved in this at all. If I think you guys are talking about what I think you're talking about, this is not my mess to clean up or engage with. So I will look though. So please refrain from talking about Yanni. Please refrain from doing that. I promise you, I will message her directly. I will speak to her directly. It's fine. All right.
Yes. Is that your real hair? I know when in the early days you wore all different wigs.
It's so much simpler if you can find a way that your hair looks natural. Should I ask you if it's yours, Barbara?
It is, as a matter of fact. It doesn't look as if, I think I got to do a little bit to it.
Yeah.
So this is a little addition here.
This is me, and it's addition. It's like, added on, you see?
I have to ask you.
Yes?
Is that your...
So, gone are the days where I believe that it's ignorance. They just don't know. It is a lie. I've rewatched this specific clip many, many times. And what I've gained from it every single time I've rewatched it is jealousy and an attempt to humble. That's what I got from it. I do actually like the new thing. I don't know how new it is, but where women are saying, I bought it, so it's mine. And I'm not going to explain anything. So when they ask, is that your hair? Yep, it's mine. Next question, why are you on there? Because she also talked about how she pins in at the back. So you understand how hair works. You understand how women generally, not just Black women, but just women generally, put in additional hair, like tracks or whatever. It is ridiculous to me that we engage in these kinds of passive aggressive modes of attempting to humble other people and pretend like we're just ignorant. Oh, I just don't know. No. And Barbara Walters, as great a interviewer as she was, yeah, you know what you were doing. You absolutely knew what you were doing. I wanted to bring that up because for no reason other than we see each other. Now, Vitamin said, Vitamin sent me something. There is nothing funny. I told Vitamin I wouldn't review this story and I wouldn't even read what she sent me. The thing is, I can't not, and I shouldn't be laughing because someone was taken and it is really, really serious. But why? Why is it that on Twitter, we don't take anything seriously? Like there is nothing that we take seriously. We just, it's just ridiculous. So let me I don't like laughing, particularly when it comes to someone passing. Like I don't. But so Vitamin, I'm gonna get you for this. So it says breaking rapper superstar Pride has been denied bond after he was arrested last week for the murdering of his barber. So the the allegation is that he unalived his barber. Now, they don't tell us why. I could have Googled why. I didn't Google why. I didn't care. There's an ongoing investigation. However, when it's like, this is so uncomfortable. When you scroll down, I think we have a serious problem. Actually, let me move this. I can't keep covering this story. We have a serious problem. Why don't we take anything seriously? Like, why is it that like everything is a joke? Billionaires went down in the submarine and they were unalived down there, and the entire thing was just a Twitter joke, YouTube, like it was just a full blown joke. People have passed, and if you are new, let me explain. My laughing is not in agreement with the jokes. I'm just super uncomfortable, and when I'm uncomfortable, I laugh. So even when I'm at a funeral, if I'm serious at the funeral, like at my uncle's funeral, my cousin went up there and she was reading from the Bible, and I just bursted out laughing. I just bursted out laughing. So it's not that I think it's funny. It's just like I literally can't control my laughter when I'm uncomfortable. I mean, I guess I can control it because I do it at work, but I don't know. Not guilty, he innocent, self-defense. I don't think this was intentional. This, this haircut. Look, let me just say, by the way, you guys have full authority to make fun of my hair. You have the swoop over, you have full authority. I was trying to do the Killermonger thing, but my hair wouldn't do what it need to do, and so it just falls. It is what it is. So you have right. But with this intention, with, with this intentional, is this a style that I'm unaware of? Is this something like the comments? Sorry. Sorry. Wait, let me see if my mouse is charged. My mouse. What is all right. All right, my mouse is somewhat charged, so let's do it. All right, I'm not going to review this. It's fine. It is what it is. I have already failed. Now, Vitamin.
Best interview.
Vitamin also sent me something that she wanted us to watch together. I don't know if she wanted us to watch together or she just sent it to me, but I definitely decided that we're going to watch it together. This is Kendra G. That's the mullet. So at 1985, LOL. Oh, is it a hairstyle or y'all just making fun? Thank you, Giggles. Let me check something. No, I'm not going to Google this. Themis, he too was unaware of the haircut. Vitamin is definitely on timeout. I'm blaming her. I usually don't tell y'all who send me the content. I usually don't tell you who sent me something that I'm reviewing, but I have to because the Vitamin is out of pocket. All right. So this guy went on Kendra G looking for love. And I said, again, I'm not reviewing Kendra dealing with women, but I definitely will review this. So let's watch together. I think he's playing. I don't think this is a real person in the same way that I don't think Jamie is a real person. Like I refuse to believe that these people act this way. I think they played up. Ready, let's do it.
Birthday or zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
This is Zoe, Florida, 26. He's a rapper, no kids, Capricorn. What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for something big. Solid, something big, something solid, something loyal. Hygiene up to date.
Hygiene up to date. What's some deal breakers?
Hoish ways.
Hoish ways. Give me an example of hoish ways.
Fucking my cousin, fucking my uncle, fucking my daddy, fucking my homeboys, in the streets, a drunk addict.
Whoa, you dated girls that slept with your family members?
Yeah.
Was you dating them first?
Yeah.
How did I end up sleeping with your family members?
I got locked up. I went away, came back out. Miami is small.
And so was you mad at your family members for sleeping with your girl?
Because, in the Bible, everybody shared with each other. So I wasn't mad. I was looking for something else. I was looking to go hunt her sister or her mom.
So now you don't want that anymore, though?
Nah, I changed. I'm trying to better myself.
Okay, so what's some other deal breakers?
What you mean, like, other deal? I told you.
That's it? There's no more?
Oh, I said hygiene, no hoish ways, no, you gotta take care of your kids. There's a lot of females down here don't take care of their kids. They leave their kids with anybody, or they fuck in front of their kids. I don't want nobody fucking in front of your kids. If you gotta fuck in front of your kids, I don't want you.
Ooh, child. Who are these women you keep running into that do all these things?
Miami, Broward County, and Palm Beach.
So there's women that try to have sex with you in front of their children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's a rightfully so deal breaker. Are there any more?
And you got to take care of your kids.
Okay, you said that. You got to take care of kids. So you don't mind if she has kids?
Nah.
Okay. Do you want kids yourself?
Hell yeah, I'm ready. I'm been ready to nut at something.
What's the age range you would date?
20.
So in my mind, Kendra is just playing in our faces because I feel like at this point you just remove him. Like, I feel like if you're like actually running a dating show at this point, you would just remove him. But like, I feel like Kendra just playing in our faces. So play on, Kendra, play on. Oh, my stomach hurts. Bullet has been a member for 2 months. Thank you, Bullet. Stars Above the Emerald Forest says, asking for her hygiene to be up to date while he looked like... Wait. Wait. Oh, girl, I thought my camera was off. Sorry, I thought my camera was off. The Stars Above the Emerald Forest is now in timeout. That man got a real chance with Ariana Grande.
The 50.
You will go all the way to 50. You're 26 years old.
Yes, I'll go to 50.
Tell me why you want to date a woman that could be your mom.
Because she could teach, we could teach We both can teach each other something.
What can you teach her, and what can she teach you?
She can teach me. Well, she was in this world before me, so it's a lot that she know that I don't know.
So what can you teach her?
I'm in the street, so it's a lot she don't know that I know. And plus, I'm a young whippersnapper.
You're a young whippersnapper?
Whippersnapper. Like, I slang straight wood, and older women love that.
You said you was a rapper. I dare to ask this. Give me 20 seconds.
What you mean?
20 seconds of you rapping.
Well, I'm not that type of rapper. I'm a dance rapper. Like, I rap and dance. Like, it's
okay.
This man said he's a dance rapper. Period. Someone said whippersnapper. Kendra just playing in the. I don't know if Kendra is playing in his face or ours. I'm not sure whose face Kendra is playing in, but Kendra is playing in. He's trying to rub his brain cells together. He's human from black and mild. This don't even make sense to me. Someone said to slow down the chat. Drop a 1 if you want the chat, if the chat should be slowed down. Actually, before I continue, drop a 1 if you the chat should be slowed. Drop a 2 if it's fine. A 1 if it should be slowed down, and a 2 if it is fine. All right. I see a bunch of 1s, so I'll slow it down. Give me 2 seconds. All right. I don't do it. I cut. All right, there you go. Let's continue.
So give me 20 seconds of you rapping.
So you want me to perform for you? That's what you said.
I just want you to rap for 20 seconds.
All right.
I'm not asking you to dance.
All right, I'm holding the phone off for the rap.
He looks like he is so. No.
You ready? I got it. Well, since I said I wanted a big girl, I'm finna do this little rap song that I made for big girls. Ooh, yeah, I'll say, ooh, I tell her, yeah, I tell her, listen, big bitch, big girl, I just don't get it, how you enjoy being fat, I know you smell the chicken with the fries in the back, you don't believe in diet, you say they're all lies, better to walk, you stuck around and stole my chili fries, if it was your man, big girl, you don't worry about eating food. I be coming home, feeding you every night. You eating so right. You the type of woman that eat big things, half of a chicken or whole chicken wing. You bigger than a star. I just wanna show you up. Girl, you is a big bitch. Girl, you need to stop it. Girl, you might overdose off grandma cookies. That was good enough.
Oh,
Man, I'm sexy, Kendra. Look at me. Look at me.
We go right into the Kendra cam. You just ready to do the Kendra cam.
I'm a lit young nigga with good energy. People should want a nigga with good energy. You hear me? And I believe in God. I'm a blessed young man. You hear me?
He's a who child. So okay, let's continue. So you say you don't want a woman that looks big.
I am 100% sure this is fake. Like I'm 100% sure this is fake. I'm still finishing it. Whippersnapper.
Big, right?
No, I don't want a woman that's big. No, okay. I want a big girl, but not big, like paper plate, cardboard box, bunk bed rail, Play-Doh. I don't want no big shit like that. Rolls on rolls, slice of pizza. No.
So you just want a woman that is medium, maybe? Small?
Like Hot Pocket. Toaster strudel.
What does the woman gotta make a certain amount of money?
Nah, I don't worry about the wrong money. I gotta worry about my money. You hear me?
Do you make money as a rapper?
Yeah, I do shows.
You do shows?
Yes. I come on radio. I do
Okay,
shows.
they're telling me you're a dancer. You a dancer?
I dance too. I'm the best dancer in Florida. You can just put it like that.
I'm nervous. Do I ask you to dance? I'm actually scared to ask you to dance.
Oh no, I know how to dance for real now. Just here, although I got a real deal dance now.
Okay, give me 20 seconds. They're telling me you're a dancer.
Give you 20 seconds? Like, what you want me to do? You know about
I mean,
Uncle Al?
just keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on.
You know about Uncle Al?
I do not know your Uncle Al. Chicago. I interviewed Uncle Luke, but I don't know him like I have his number.
Oh, it's called a cripple walk.
They're asking, listen, this is.
Give me a minute. I'm
Every day
gonna
we
do
do
it for
so
you.
much.
No.
Need to seal in moisture.
Come on, no music because I can get flagged.
So no music?
No music because you can't play music. My live will get flagged.
All right, so I'm gonna just do the walk for you.
Do the music in your head.
It's my dance now. You ready?
Y'all asked for this. Go ahead, Zoe. Oh, God. Oh, God.
So yeah, hopefully you got something from that. I have no comment. Good enough, masterpiece, period. Thank you, Natalie. Why this reminds me of my 5-year-old nephew when he wanted attention. Period. Don't be talent showing Kendra show. I think this is fake though. It's just, he's making me itch. I'm not even going to respond to that. Interestingly enough, I've seen Kendra be rude and short with black women whose eyelashes are too long, yet she's patient with characters like this. To be fair, I think this is fake, but I have seen her be real patient with, even give these men money, because he felt bad for them. So yeah. There is another man with a mic. There's always some man with a mic. So before we get into my PowerPoint, which is not a real PowerPoint, it's just pictures, I need to show you this man with a mic so we can watch together. Y'all ready?
To manipulate her. I'm going for the girl that's going to be submissive and adhere to my program. Why?
So manipulation.
No, it's not.
That's basically what that is.
That is manipulation.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
If someone,
No,
if
it's
you
not.
pause
No,
right
it's
now
not. No,
and
it's not.
Google
No, it's not.
manipulation.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why. And like she said, I'm a philosopher too. I'm a deep thinker.
Wait, I feel like at this point, all my content is just me laughing. I am a philosopher. I'm a deep thinker. So let's hear the philosopher and the deep thinker explain what he's saying.
It's easy to get a woman to listen to you when you got that bag, or when you're her boss, when you got to clock in for work. She gonna listen to everything you got to say, because
But everybody listens to that's a power dynamic.
no.
Yeah,
Why is that not manipulation?
Guys,
But that's work. My nigga, I'm clocking in.
That's manipulation.
You want me to get
We
fired?
created money. We created all that stuff. That's why I said I'm a thinker. If you
Yeah, if you gotta remind people you're a thinker, there's a problem. All right, before we get to this is a problem, a critique I have for other podcast hosts. Stop trying to save people. Just let this man talk. Let him get it all out. Don't correct him. Don't go into what he's talking about, because you're giving him time to clarify. Just let him talk. Let him get it all out, and then question him on what he says. But yeah, I mean, it is triggering, so I understand why it's hard to not.
You really think about it, my boss is manipulating me to go into work and do what he could do himself But he's paying me to do it.
But
That's making me do it.
For your labor.
So you
for
can be
your labor. Yeah, exactly.
You're getting
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Why
matter.
not?
Because
Okay,
think about it like
you
this.
can't
Think
from
about
a
it.
female
Wait. Let me speak. Think about it like this. So you could be manipulated for money, but you can't be manipulated for the man, for the that you love.
You don't love me if you want to manipulate.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's not manipulative.
No, it's just because the way you said it, though.
So he spent all this time arguing that he's not trying to manipulate you. He just wants to mold you into whatever he wants you to be. And then he's mad because your boss is manipulating you, but he can't get to manipulate you. After arguing the entire time as a philosopher and a deep thinker that he's not trying to manipulate you. No, he does not want to manipulate you. He wants to mold you into what he wants you to be. And you do it for your boss. And in fact, your boss used money to manipulate you. So why can't the man you love manipulate you? So then we are ending up at, I want to manipulate you. All right, period. Period. I don't know why these men have microphones. I don't know what is happening or why we keep giving these men microphones. But so long as they have a microphone, I will be talking to, because absolutely not. All right, let's get into this PowerPoint, because Tina Lawson. Let me stop talking about Tina Lawson. Tina Knowles has filed for divorce from her husband, Mr. Lawson. And it's actually quite interesting. Not the divorce. We don't care about the divorce. I don't care about a divorce. But what is interesting is Black Twitter has literally zero chill. Why y'all go on this man's Twitter and go into his likes? There should be a thing where, like, when you are of a certain age, that someone has to train you on social media before you get on. Because this poor man was on Twitter looking up things. Apparently, there are a lot of things that are allowed on Twitter. I actually didn't know. It was very recently on live that I learned that they can show PORN on Twitter. Like, it was very recent, but apparently it's the whole thing. So he goes, a bunch of people go on his Twitter, go to the likes. No one asked. No one did, like, there is a divorce. Why are you in this man's likes? Why are you investigating this man's likes? So apparently they went in. He shut down the whole thing. He didn't know how to unlike. He didn't know that when you like something on Twitter, it shows up in your likes. So this man had to shut down his whole Twitter. All right. So they were married, blah, 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 blah. Marriage, great, whatever. She files for divorce. Not important. I do, however, want to say something. People said the marriage was doomed to fail, and the reason they said it was doomed to fail is because of an interview she had done a while ago with him, and she essentially said, "You are not perfect, but you have the qualities that I was looking for." And apparently, this had a bunch of people up in arms. I want to play a part of that, 19 seconds of that video. Let's watch this, because I actually really like this. And I think we should stop lying to men 2023. So let's watch this.
Type of man I wanted. I prayed for the type of man I wanted, and I got pretty much that. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But, he has a lot of the qualities. No. He has a lot of the qualities that I love, and we're having a really good time, and I'm enjoying life. So there is hope, women, ladies.
I don't understand, what if someone told me I was perfect, I would never trust them. So you just want to sit there and be lied to. You just wanna sit there and be lied to. That's all I heard. She said, "You are the man I prayed for. You had all the qualities that I want. Is he perfect? No." I feel like I would take that as a huge compliment. If someone said that about me, I would take that as a huge compliment. He is now mad, and he was mad, and people are like, this is why, this is what happened. She didn't know how to submit. Submit to who? For what reason? Did you forget she created Beyonce? What do you mean? All right. All right. So, after the divorce announcement, a bunch of people went to his his Twitter account, and in his Twitter account, they went to the likes, and he was watching all kinds. I can't obviously show any of it because one, he's removed his Twitter account, and even if he didn't, I can't show that on YouTube, right? And I wouldn't want to do that. But I have some reactions. That revelation hit him like a ton of bricks. I don't know why he probably was sitting up there thinking that he was perfect. Nobody told him. Wait, she humiliated him. Really? I didn't read that as humiliation. I read that as, why, sir? She just said, he's not perfect. Why would you then ask, am I perfect? You want me to say, oh, yeah, you're perfect for the camera? No. I told you were not perfect, and I love you. That should be enough. Why are you sitting up there asking me, am I not perfect? Girl, no. I said you weren't perfect before. You asking me again is only asking for me to rub it in your face. You're not perfect, no human being is, but you're close enough. That's why I chose you. For the time being. For the time being. All right. So, this one person, so let me read this because these were actually kind of funny. He said, hey, you know your Twitter likes are public, right? I'm not gonna play the thing. There's, why y'all can't let Richard Lawson be? How old is this man? Not me and Richard Lawson liking the same category. Look at that. All right. The people I follow are saying Richard Lawson's likes are filthy, so I definitely do not need to see them for myself. Those were not casual likes. Richard Lawson's was like in a locked room with no socks on and a job application when he went when he went on these, like, all right, let me stop. Let me skip through all these comments. Because I don't want to. This is an old man doing wait, one more. This is an old man. I am imagining him he found out he was going through a divorce. He's online, and all of a sudden he gets a bunch of like messages, and he's like trying to frantically see what they're talking about because he didn't know his likes were public. And he's like frantically just trying to like unlike. He's frantically just trying to unlike all the porn that he's liked, and he just gets mad. He just gets mad and delete the whole thing. You just look. I wouldn't even have been trying to unlike anything. I just delete the whole thing. Just go ahead and delete it, or just say you were hacked. I don't know. Someone said, I can picture it. I picture it. I see it full. All right. Separately, let me get to the back so that we don't go through these comments. We owe India Irie an apology. Yep, we do. Over the Essence Festival thing, she came back and she clarified what she was talking about. I didn't know Essence Festival was sold. The new owner is black. Oh well, let me not say the new owner is black because it's a company. The CEO is a black woman. I think this happened in 2018. I'm not sure what she's talking about currently. I haven't gone into like any of the corporate documents or anything like that, which I probably should. I feel like that would be the most useful thing for me to be doing right now, but it doesn't actually matter that much. And initially, I defended India. And I still stand with her because I think whenever I heard Essence, I I think of her actually, or maybe Erica Badu type. Like I don't think Megan the Stallion, and I actually really like Megan the Stallion, but I don't think of Megan the Stallion twerking on stage when I think of Essence Festival. And part of the problem, nope, I am not policing. I hear the comments, I hear them. I am not policing anyone. I am saying it is worrisome that what we get consistently is one image as opposed to multiple. I think Megan the Stallion should exist in mainstream in so much as other kinds of people exist in mainstream. And I find it odd that there is only one main image that is pushed. Not that it shouldn't be or these women should be silenced, but it feels like there is also an appetite for people who are not that image, but that image does not get pushed out there. You don't get Miseducation of Lauryn Hill being one of the best albums of all times. Period. There is no caveat. There is no category to it. You heard me. The best album of all times, at least one of, from someone like Lauryn Hill, and then you tell me that there is not an appetite for good music that is not someone twerking, even though those are great too. So I'm only responding to you this one time. Not because you made the comment, but because I was thinking about this. No one said Black women shouldn't express themselves. They should. The problem happens where one expression is elevated and every other expression is completely eliminated from mainstream media. That is a problem. That is called agenda setting. That is how you frame a narrative around a group. Right? And I am not saying Essence wasn't diverse. I haven't been to Essence, don't fully watch Essence festivals, even the parts that should come up online. So they could have. This is not a critique for me of Essence. This is a critique of media and what is promoted. And I think that is important. And India Irie starts off her comment by saying context matter, and I think that is important. However, separately, I don't think it is right to say women shouldn't fully engage in their sexuality in the same way I would say that for men. So I'm going to go to India Arie's comment. The Shade Room posted it. The Shade Room has a tendency of whenever they post something and I try to play it, the sound somehow disappears. So let's hope there is sound here. And let's listen. Yeah, the sound is off. I knew it. I knew the sound would be off. Anyway, India Irie was saying she loves Megan the Stallion, and this is not about them specifically. It is about the new ownership of Essence, the new direction of Essence Festival, the music festival specifically, and her worry that this is going to be, this was not the time and place. I don't know if I agree with that because I don't know what the crowd is like there, but I do take her bigger critique about the one dimensional imagery. And she's been doing this for forever, really. So she, as a really good artist, gets to talk about her art and what happens in her industry. And I don't think she should be silenced and ridiculed and run off the internet because she has an opinion that is different from yours. I won't read the comment because it doesn't actually matter. This was her comment before. Um, and so it is what it is. Now, am I saying Megan Thee Stallion shouldn't be allowed to twerk? Hopefully, you all know that I'm not saying that because I definitely like her music and I would never say some foolishness like that. I did go into the whole acquisition of Essence. So the Time Inc. sold Essence magazine to a group led by this brand CEO person. And I'm not quite sure about the leadership structure, who's involved. Is this a white owned? It seemed like it's fully black owned still. So I'm trying to figure out why she brought it up. I don't know why India Ari brought up the fact that it was sold because it's still black owned. So I'm going to look more into this, and if there is anything to inform you on, I will bring it up. But that's that on that. I just wanted to say y'all owe India Ari an apology. All right. So let's move on from India Ari and let's talk instead of, let me do this. Let's talk about Fresh and Fit. Let's do it. Look, I don't know what it feels like to hate myself. So there is a level of empathy here that I don't know how to give, right? Fresh and Fit went on a sort of rampage, doubling down on comments they made about race, black people, white people, even went so far as to put on like a hood or a sheet with a cutout hole in it with Nick Fuentes and Pearly Things. They were all sort of in cahoots on a live stream, and they were just going on and on and on with some of the most racist talking points that I've ever heard, but that I've ever heard coming from a black person. So after watching that, I sort of generally disengaged from Fresh and Fit because in the atmosphere of sort of social media, in the social media atmosphere, outrage culture is used as a way to elevate yourself. There's not a care about decency or anything like that. It's what is the most outrageous thing that I can say to get as many eyes on me as possible. And so the lack of empathy for me is I don't know what it feels like to wake up, look in the mirror and say, I don't like my black features. I don't like my black skin. Like, I don't know what that feels like. I've always loved myself. The love for myself was reinforced by my family and my mom and my dad and people who loved and cared for me. So I don't know what it's like to be fresh or fit. I only know which one is fresh and which one is fit because one of them cannot be fit. So that one has to be the fresh one. It is not to say he's fresh, right? Because if fresh is describing how he dressed, then he's not that either. So I don't know what it's like to be these two men, but I don't understand it. However, and it's not a big however, when I'm thinking about Dr. Umar, right, for example, and when I'm thinking about pro-black people, the two men I put up here, right, I appreciate on some level, even the hoteps, what the message is supposed to be. Again, in reality, it never works out that way, right? Because there's a prioritizing of Black men's struggle over Black women, even when Black women are subjugated and are being abused by the men being protected, right? But I can understand why Hotep exist and pro-Black and pro-ADOS. I can understand why they exist. And I would never step out of my lane enough to critique them in the very specific way about their theories, right? I think their theories about power might be off, but at least there is a thoughtful attempt at discussing power, even if they don't activate in ways that would make them get power, right? So when I hear someone like Fresh and Fit, and the absolute audacity for Fresh and Fit to actually think that, and this, oh my God, I can't believe I'm defending Dr. Umar. Can't believe I'm, stick with me. Side note. I used to really appreciate Dr. Umar. I don't know if y'all knew that I had a Hotep era where I was donating money. I just believe. Dr. Umar made me believe in this school. And I don't care what y'all say, I believe he is charismatic. I do actually believe he's really charismatic. And if in fact he builds a school and this school does open, I will be donating. I will be donating to the school. If he opens a school, I will be there donating to the school because it would have meant that he did something good. And I am here for supporting people who do things for the community. And if he builds a school, I am here for it. Now, hold me to that. All right. That out of the way, back to the defense of Dr. Umar here. The fact that people think having subscribers, millions of subscribers even, online translate to political power or even notoriety in the way that a Dr. Umar has, even and Tariq Nasheed. I know less about Tariq Nasheed, so I have to admit that up front. Is ridiculous. Like, I am not elevating Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed anywhere, but I'm definitely elevating them above Fresh and Fit. Like, can we all agree that Fresh and Fit are not in the same lane as Dr. Umar? And by lane, I actually mean lane in a hierarchical sense. And so, sitting here and hearing these men say, I want to debate Dr. Umar and Tariq Nasheed, and they want Nick Fuentes to be with him. Myron is the one who said this, that he wants to debate Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar, and he wants his partner in this debate to be Nick Fuentes. Nick, by the way, do not believe Black people are or can be as smart as other groups of people. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, forget what you believe about Dr. Umar. Forget what you believe about Tariq Nasheed. This is not full-throated defense of either of these two men. But to sit there as Myron to talk about how you want to debate them and on your team you want Nick Fuentes. Let me say this now. If Dr. Umar, I don't know Tariq Nasheed like that, but if Dr. Umar accepted that kind of challenge for any amount of money, I would lose all respect for him. The respect isn't even that high. But if Dr. Umar builds a school, he would have gained my respect back. I will be donating to his school, and I will probably think about Hotepery. I won't think about no Hotepery if he does this. But if he goes on Fresh and Fit to debate Nick Fuentes, to sit in front of a white nationalist, to debate the humanity of Black people to a white nationalist and Myron, I will lose completely all respect for him. I wouldn't even engage. Like, I don't care. I would probably try to figure out how to get my money back. All right. So let's hear what Tariq what's his name, Myron. This Myron tweeted out, and what I'll play what he said too, and I find it interesting because Terry.
You're going to be in a very good position if you have those 5 things in place that I mentioned.
If it's me and Nick,
to get out there.
I'll take on Tariq.
All right, so this is what Myron said, and Tariq Nasheed actually accepted the challenge, and I'm confused. I'm so confused as to why you would even respond. Well, whatever. I don't know. I have too much faith in people. So this is what Myron had to say, and this disgusted me. This was so disgusting to me, and it is irritating because regardless of how he sees himself, the world sees him as black, as a black man, and at some point you have to own, well, I guess you don't have to care about black people or the black, like, you don't, I guess. I just don't understand this. I don't understand how you could not I don't understand how you could not care and just be so disparaging. Anyway, let me play what he's saying, and then I'm annoyed that, like, Tariq Nasheed is considered a leader. He's the guy that did butt breaking. Tariq Nasheed did a documentary, I think, on butt breaking. I didn't see it. I don't want butt breaking it, but I don't want to get into this. So let me play what he said.
Nope. And honestly, if it's me and Nick, I'll take on Tariq and Umar. We'd absolutely destroy them. We would absolutely destroy them. And we wouldn't even have to get into like any of the IQ stuff. We would just straight debate them on how you are not oppressed as an African American in the United States, or an FBA, Foundation of the Black America, whatever they want to say. They say all these excuses about why the black man can't get ahead. I'll give you all one stat, all right, just to show you guys how ludicrous these guys are. In 1940, okay, 87% of blacks lived in poverty. By 1960, about 47% of blacks lived in below the poverty line, okay? So a 40% drop. Also, keep in mind, this was before the civil rights era. So racism was at its highest. So please explain to me how you had a 40% drop of blacks living under the poverty line in one of the worst eras to be a black person in the United States, and then you're fast forwarding to 2023.
Okay. This is easy work. There is no way, like, I am not even the person who debate these kinds of topics, and I can debunk this. First of all, you would look to wealth. And you can look at wealth and where wealth is and tell me that there has been a shift in any kind of wealth in the United States. That's the first thing, because when you're talking about the poverty line, that number can literally change based on what the US government determines is enough for people to live. To be fair to that, I am hopeful that the analysis is done based on what people actually need, because you can say you only need this amount of money, but in reality, it doesn't actually help you because that's just for rent. Also, the poverty line changes from not even state to state, but literally city to city. The fact that you're using that as the marker for whether or not there has been improvement is ridiculous. You talked about before the civil rights era as if black communities weren't being burnt down. I don't have to have a ton of scholarship in this area to know how absolutely wrong and rudimentary this analysis ultimately is. So the fact that you said this, is Tariq Nasheed, by the way, is Tariq Nasheed considered a leader in the black community? Drop a 1 if Tariq Nasheed is considered a leader and like an intellectual. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be shady at all. I don't actually know. I think I heard that he opened a museum of sorts, and he did the butt breaking thing. I know he is like specifically concerned with ADOS, and I know his name from like fights online, not from like other things. So I apologize. this is not meant to disrespect. People are saying no. But even if he's not, this should be easy work for anyone with half a brain cell. However, Tariq Nasheed responded and says, foundational Black Americans live rent-free in Myron's head. Let Myron know I will go on Fresh and Fit and have a face-to-face with him and his other tethered host. All right, so he accepts the challenge. Don't know this man. I don't know Tariq Nasheed. But if Tariq Nasheed is on the level of a Dr. Umar, which I'm assuming because they're named together that they're similar, I guess. I know Dr. Umar. This would be, if Dr. Umar go on Fresh and Fit, that he has lowered himself. There is no way you're going to convince me that Dr. Umar going on Fresh and Fit isn't lowering himself. I don't know why anyone would respond to this. And this is something, not giving them advice. If I think you're beneath me, I'm not responding to you. And yes, there are people who are beneath you. No matter how much you cry and whine and curse and call me out, I will not respond to someone that I think is less than me. I won't do it. I don't think there is any way for you to go but down. Like, let people throw their tantrum. A lot of people, like, this man don't have anything to lose. He literally showed up in a white sheet with holes cut out, trying to be a part of the KKK, making all kinds of comments about Black people. You think he has anything in his life that is worth protecting? That he thinks, like, he obviously don't care. Why would you engage with someone that like that low? Like, I for the sake of me, I don't understand that. You can literally not win in this scenario. You can't win. They get the views. They don't really care. His audience obviously aren't going to do the mental work to realize that what he's saying right now is foolishness. So even if you actually won the debate, it would mean nothing because he would have won because you came on his platform. I don't know why anyone is about to respond to that. Like, why would you respond to that? Anywho, he responded, it is what it is. But then Fresh and Fit, Myron responded saying, oh, you don't have enough clout. You don't have enough clout.
Presence.
You don't have enough clout. I'm only going to debate you if you're bringing on Dr. Umar with you. And this is where Myron, all he does is bluff. First, he's calling on people talking about, oh, I want to fight you. The guys from Aber and Preach was like, okay, you want to fight? Let's do it. He backed out of it. I'm guessing the Fresh guy did the same. Now you are talking about, oh, I want to debate. The man you said you wanted to debate said, okay, sure, I will debate you. Now you are backing out of it, talking about, oh my God, you're not big enough. Well, he was big enough when you uttered his name and challenged him to a debate. How are you now saying he's not big enough when he accepts that challenge? Did you do it only because you thought he was not going to respond to you? And now your audience is there just like cheering you on as a bunch of buffoons, really, because everyone should be able to see through this. You don't make an offer to a debate. The person you made the offer to accepts said offer, and then you are going to talk about how they're not big enough, trying to rescind the offer. Absolutely not. No. So just completely useless. If you don't know anything, know this. These people are, in my mind, bottom of the barrel, sort of provocateurs that engage in the kinds of work that allows for them to go viral, and they don't care how they need to do it, they're going to do it. It is not, you don't tune in to Fresh and Fit to watch Fresh and Fit sit there and talk. You tune in to watch them berate women. You tune in because there will be beautiful women around them, and you want, the men, you want to see them get challenged. You want to see the women who will never accept you, never date you. You want to see them berated. That's why you tune in. And no matter how much they berate these women, you, unfortunately, will never get the chance to do the same. Because these women would not give you the time of day. And that's why you're mad. I don't know why I really don't know why Tariq Nasheed would accept this. I don't know. I hope Dr. Umar doesn't, but it doesn't matter. It's not like I support either of these people. I will support Dr. Umar if he finishes the school. So that's that on that. Flamboyant and fussy Uncle Rocker says, yeah, I'm late, but this intro, the messiness. Now you have where the it's raining. Oh, it is raining. Ugh. Imagine the amount of dust that will get kicked up between Tariq and Myron. I wouldn't even watch it. I literally wouldn't even watch it. Because there is no winning. There is literally no winning for
experience. I don't know.
For Dr. Umar or Tariq, right? Because once you show up, they get the views, and that's all they care about, the views. They went on this podcast called the Iced Coffee Hour. And I'm not going to watch a part of it because they were trying to convince these two white men that you should sleep around with like 50 girls before you settle down. And these men were like, oh, that's disgusting. Why would you say that? And they're just up there trying to defend degeneracy. So it is what it is. I'm not going to play that. London Turner, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So let's get out of the dust. Let's move from the dust and go into more dust. I am saddened a lot by the discourse around age online. It is frightening to me that we talk about women specifically aging in the way that we talk about women aging. It's not just men, it's also women doing it. I went through and I sourced a bunch of comments that I won't put them on the screen. I will just kind of talk about them collectively. And it feels like, specifically for women, and I know this through my mom and my grandmother, and watching a lot of amazing women in my life go through different phases of their lives and really looking like they are appreciating all the phases of their life. Now, Crone, I don't know why someone wrote Crown. This is why I don't have my friends edit my stuff. Because why you put Crown on my thing? It's Crone. Anywho, as I am going through the world and I'm trying to figure out what is best for all kinds of people and how do we meaningfully engage, it is so sad to me that a lot of women have allowed men and society, including other women, to dictate for them what not just beauty, because that's easy, but what value is, and how they give value, how they take value, and how they engage with people who have value. And for some reason, we have all accepted without question that being older means you don't have value. That for women, the value lies in their youth and their beauty. And that's where we just take it. And I can tell you, and this is part of why I'm not in some of the discussions online, I would never, as a man, sit here and try to pretend like I can define for any woman what womanhood is to that woman. I would never do that. I think that would be way out of line. And the fact that men feel so comfortable defining womanhood and the value in womanhood for women is really ugly to me. All right, so here's what I have to say. This is not just my words. These are words from the women in my life that I adore, care for, and also look up to. When I'm thinking about aging, and for women specifically, there are phases, and it is my belief that the maiden stage is a stage where women are the most vulnerable. In being the most vulnerable, this is where people who would seek to abuse you, want to have you, right? And so, from my mom, when she's talking about the maiden, she thinks it's about youthfulness, being open, having a sense of adventure, thinking about life as having many roads and you wanting to take every single one. It's about being free spirited in some ways. But there is something that she pointed out to me that was important here, and it was a sense of. By the way, when I say I'll explain this at some other time. It's this sense of naivety that exists there. Then you go into what is considered like this creative space. It does not just mean creating new life, though it can mean that. It could mean creating more for your life, creating something. Someone said the Crown took me out. Creating more for your life, creating your own life, creating new life, that is a child, being creative, etc. And then there is the crone, right? And I'm not calling any of these women crone because apparently that word has become really bad. This actually, in a lot of cultures, including Jamaican culture, a lot of Asian culture, the older woman is where you become the wisest. It is where wisdom lies. It's where you've experienced the world, but you can decipher good and bad, set your own standards, boundaries, expectation. You show up as fully who you are. And it's so sad to me that because of Hollywood, because of the beauty standards, because of how we have interpreted women's value in society, it seems we've accepted that the crone is something that we should not be. And by we, I mean women specifically. That women, the wise old woman, because she's not sexually enticing to the male gaze, that she is of no value. And that is absolutely sick. That is disgusting. And I wish that I am not just blaming men, by the way. I am blaming, someone said the oracle is better. I use the word crone because of the connotation with it. I feel like I don't want to make the language beautiful. I don't, the whole idea for me, and I could be wrong about this. This is me theorizing again. Disregard everything I say. Do not listen to a fruitcake about womanhood. However, I find it quite interesting and odd that we know that womanhood has to go into the crone stage or the oracle stage, but the crone stage. We know we have to get old, yet we demonize the very thing that we actually have to become. It is a privilege to be old. Like, that is a privilege. So the fact that we are saying you have no value, we are going to disregard you, age means that you're ugly and you are not useful and you have no value. The fact that we're accepting that is ridiculous. The fact that women are accepting this is ridiculous. I'm not saying don't capitalize on your youth and beauty, but don't demonize people. I clicked onto so many of the profiles under these women's posts, and I'm going to these people's profile and I'm looking at them and I'm like, why? You are a woman. Like, I don't understand how you could accept this about womanhood. Is it that they were young and beautiful and seen as sex symbols? So this is kind of a sick revenge. Like, now that they are older, you're going to let them know, oh my God, how could you how could you age? White people aging like milk, it must be your white side. Like, all of these comments, and I'm like, dude, we're all gonna get old. Like, we're literally all gonna get old. How do you sit there? Like, actually though, how do you sit there? And I'm not saying you can't think a thought. Like, random thoughts come into mind, right? Random things you want to say, but you know not to say it. But because we're on social media, you decide to hype onto you're packing onto all of these nasty comments at people who literally did nothing to you. These people are merely existing, and you felt the need to let them know that they're getting old and they're wrinkled and no one wants. Why? What does that do for you? What does that do for you? Does it make you look better? Do you suddenly become as beautiful as they were when they were younger? Like, I don't understand that. That is mean and evil. Like, why do that? Or is it that you are realizing your own mortality, one, but that you will age and you rejecting it? If a celebrity can't defy aging, then there is no hope for me. If a celebrity doesn't want to go under the knife and fill their face up with Botox and fillers, then what does that mean for me? Is that where it's coming from? Because I don't understand how you could be under someone's posts like this, just dragging them, and also Shade Room posting this, absolutely knowing for a fact that the people are going to just drag them. There is no reason. This lady, Vanessa Williams, was talking about how she's not going to be on a show that, look, ain't nobody watching that show. Let's be clear. So there was no reason for the Shade Room to post her. No reason outside of wanting to be messy and wanting these people to be dragged for how they're aging, as if this is not normal and natural. It is ridiculous to me that we're accepting this. Like, it's actually like sad that we're accepting that the maiden stage of life and even the mother stage of life, which, by the way, the mother stage isn't even that upheld, because everyone is like, oh, you're a single mother, you created life, you're doing this, you're being a boss person, you are not good, we're rejecting you. Obviously, these people want you powerless. If you define your value as youth and beauty, you have no value. Let's be clear. If your only value, if you're accepting people's definition of womanhood, in my mind, I'm not saying I'm right. If you think the only value you have is your youth and beauty, I don't think you know what it means to be human. I'm not even talking about womanhood. Like, I'm not even talking about being woman or man. If youth and beauty is what you believe that make someone valuable, you don't understand humanness, what it means to be a human. You have more value to the world if you're a good person, I believe. Regardless of how beautiful you are, to me, you have more value to me if you're a good person. Y'all just play, like, stop accepting. Like, you stop accepting people's definition. Like, you have value. You can do things. You can care for people. You can love people. That is value. Sorry. It's so annoying. I would give anything to get my grandmother back. If I'm like my great-grandmother living to 97, touch of dementia and a strong backhand. Yeah, like, I know for a fact that my grandmother had value, that had people who loved and care for her. And to sit here and hear people, oh, I don't want to sleep with you, you're getting old. Yes, people get old, and they're amazing and kind, and some of them aren't that kind, to be clear. But you add value. My grandmother adds so much value to me and my brother and the entire family. Like, she had a ton of value, a ton of wisdom, a ton of kindness, a ton of care. She had grace and beauty the way that I saw beauty, not the way y'all like, oh my God, do I want to sleep with her? No, not that kind of beauty, because that's not what we are talking about. That's not the only value people have. Like when I got a long day from work or school, rather, I didn't go to when I didn't live with her when I was working. When she hugged me, it was the most beautiful, sincere. Like there was no requirement. There was nothing. I just knew that she wanted to hug me to make me all right. Y'all just sitting up here, and no, it's not divorce. It's not just divorce from, oh, that's just one person. We're talking about whether or not she is. I want to have a relationship. We don't care what you want to have a relationship with. No one cares who you want to have a relationship with. Like it's tiring. Like, ugh. And it sucks because it wasn't just men under her comments talking about how they age and, oh, you look bad and you have wrinkles. Yes, they have. And what? What about it? What? They have wrinkles. Now what? You will too. If you're lucky enough, here, if you're lucky enough, you will have wrinkles too. If you're lucky enough. It is a privilege. It is a privilege to live till you're older. I don't know what y'all are doing. I don't know why y'all let people define. Anyone defining your value is not doing so to give you an upper hand. They're not doing so to give you power. They're most likely doing so to control you. All right. Let's get into this. Sorry, I don't know. I did put this after so I could just completely switch the vibe, but it doesn't even feel right switching the vibe. So these biracial women, at least one of them benefits very much from pretty privilege in the way that we were talking about the maiden previously. The other one, while it could be true that she also benefits from being biracial and pretty privileged or whatever, she can sing and she can rap and she is really, really talented. That is Doja Cat. Now, how do I put this? Because I Sweetie is annoying to me. And let me just explain why Sweetie is annoying to me. Am I a Sweetie hater? I hope I'm not a Sweetie. No, because I really wanted more from her. I wanted more from her. So I'm not a Sweetie hater. But if I'm classified as a Sweetie hater, then sure. Sure. She released this song. I'm starting with Sweetie because it's easier. She released this song called Birthday, which Doja Cat was initially on. Doja Cat got removed from it. I don't know why you removed Doja because her verse was the best, but we'll get into Doja really disrespecting everyone, all of her fans. It is what it is. But Sweetie released this song, and I'm thinking I should like this song. I feel like this song is everything that I should like, but it's just so bad. It's so bad. I don't understand why. Wait, let me show you guys the graphics. So the song is called Birthday. She looks amazing. The pictures are fine. But is this the part where I'm probably gonna get copyright strike, but this is like the best line in the entire song, and it's delivered in such a way that I'm just very annoyed with it. Let me play it. If I get copyright strike for this, it is what it is. This sounds like every single Doja Cat song I've ever heard. Not Doja Cat, sorry, Sweetie. This sounds like every Sweetie song I have ever heard. There's nothing to it. I'm very confused as to why Sweetie is doing this and why she is like making this kind of music. I figured out in talking why I don't like her voice. It is because it sounds fake. It reminds me of this girl, Azalea Banks. You know how Azalea is an Australian white woman who came over here and tried to like create this black scent. And it's so forced. This is what I get from Sweetie. Sweetie sounds, when she was talking in her initial stage of being a rapper, when she did the song about Icy something, so haters want to fight me, never want to be the one to RP upon a wifey, keep my hands clean, something moving shysty. Right? That was what. Someone's not Azalea Banks. I meant Iggy Azalea. Banks, Iggy, all of them. No, Iggy Azalea Banks is actually talented. She's just like, just no. So Iggy, yes. Iggy Azalea, whatever her name is, the girl from the woman from Australia who came over and made that weird voice. It's giving the very same thing that she's doing. And I don't know why. If you can articulate yourself, if you can articulate yourself and you can rap, just do that. I mean, I don't think she can rap, but it doesn't make sense to me that like she's just out here just like mumble rapping and trying to be like a thug person. She did an interview a long time ago where she was like, "Oh, I grew up in California and I lived on the white side, not the black side or the dark side. The dark side was where there is a lot of crime and blah blah blah. The light side was where everything was nice, and I lived on the light side." And I've never forgiven her for it. I have never forgiven her. I am so sorry. I've held on to that interview, and that was like in the 20 teens. I have never forgiven her for that interview where she said she grew up on the light side of town where it was clean and nice, and not on the dark side of town where it was essentially ghetto. So I don't expect you to have this voice that you're cosplaying to have right now. And I have a problem with it. So I don't know. She gives absolutely nothing. I actually saw her perform once in my life. And by perform, I mean I went there and she was on stage and things were happening, because that was not a performance. So pretty privilege. I don't know what it is. Well, I guess people don't like her because her album didn't sell, right? So someone has money behind her, pushing her in our faces. Don't know who that is. Don't care who that is. It is what it is. I'm going to move on from Sweetie, because Sweetie gives us actually absolutely nothing. Let's get to Doja Cat. Doja Cat decided that she would date someone who is apparently a racist, outwardly, and an abuser, allegedly. All of Doja Cat fans who have been reaching out to her to say, hey, the guy that you are dating is a racist, allegedly, and an abuser, allegedly. I have receipts, allegedly. Doja Cat has blocked them. Just blocked them, ignored them, and came online to curse them out. Doja is cursing out her fans, telling them to get a life. They're not her fans. She don't like them. Someone was like, Doja, please tell me you love me. Doja was like, why would I tell you that? I'm not about to lie to you. I don't like you. I don't want to be, I don't care about you. They're like, your fans made you. We made you who you are. Doja said, absolutely not. It's my talent. I don't care about you. Leave me alone. I didn't even want to be famous. Louise R has been a member for 11 months. Thank you. So she don't care. Now, I have a theory. Okay, but Drake does the same. I've never seen Drake cussing out his fans like that. You should go watch Doja Cat drag her fans. She literally told one of them that they should just delete the entire thing. Don't call themselves kitties or kittens or whatever. She don't care about them. Leave her alone. She's giving Daniel Caesar, essentially. Make me go broke, kind of. And I think I know why. This is a theory. Allegedly, this is not real. I am completely making this up because I need to justify. This is how I'm dealing with my cognitive dissonance. Hear me out. I think Doja Cat wants out of her contract. That's my belief. I think she's doing it the absolute worst way you could do it, because even if you get out of your contract, if you alienate your audience, you literally have nothing. But after watching her and seeing her perform like 50 million times in literally 1 week, she performed one song a million different ways. This woman was overworked. They were working. They were milking her. And then she went and shaved her head and she started doing a bunch of stuff because I think she just was tired. She was telling her fans she was going to quit music. She didn't like music. She felt like she was being used and she didn't get any rest and she was exhausted and she had to go to the hospital for exhaustion. I think she's tired. I think she's tired of the music industry. I think she wants out of her contract. I also think she wants to be taken seriously as a rapper, but I don't know why people don't take her seriously as a rapper, because I do actually think she's one of the more talented people, young people, right now. Like, I'm annoyed at this because she's actually really, really talented. And I think her label is just sucking her dry. And this is the way she knows how to push back. I honestly believe this. Yeah, because I like her. I watch her performances. Her stage presence is on point. She's one of the few rappers who can actually sing and rap. She can write, which is apparently not a thing you need to be a rapper anymore. Cardi B, how are you? So I am saddened by this, and I do hope that she is being strategic in some ways. But one thing you're not about to do, you're not about to yell at me, tell me I'm nothing, that you don't care about me, I need to go get a life, and I'm still your fan. Not even Beyonce can do that. Like if Beyonce told me today, get a life, don't be my fan, I will resign from a high-ranking member of the Beehive. I would. So sucks to suck if you are Doja Kitten. Wait, if you were Doja Kitten and she told you off, a heart, thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers to you, because I couldn't. So there is a bunch of people now coming together, talking about how disrespectful she is. She needs to be checked. Blah blah blah. I don't care about them people. They can't check her. It is what it is. You either buy the music or you don't buy the music. However, there is another element about mental illness. I don't feel qualified to talk about this. I've seen these comments. I'm only noting. LOL, people pay to be insulted. You sound naive, Themis. Ha ha ha. Ew. I know. I didn't want my mind to go there now, but I do know that people pay to, that's just disturbing to me. Anywho, Themis, you lying. You gonna stick beside me. Girl, I'd probably come out and say she wasn't talking to me. She was talking to y'all. Y'all other Beehive members, the Wasp. She was talking to the Wasp, not the Hive. Beyonce gonna have to drag me from her. Anywho, back to this. Sorry. Y'all play too much in these comments. So, we have one person, what's her name? Swahahiti. Her name is Sweetie, but I like to mispronounce it. Swahahiti. She wants to be famous. She wants to be good at rapping. She even went to a boot camp to become an artist development boot camp thing to become a better performer. So she is trying something or another. She showed up because apparently she didn't get better. Anywho, Doja is actually really talented and good, but she doesn't want the fame. And I feel like they should just switch, because Doja has too much talent in my mind to just like let it go to waste, but I don't know what's in her contract or what she is dealing with. And this brings us to like the issue that I'm having about like no plan and like gaining a ton of success in Doja Cat's part and not wanting it. Like I think it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to think about sort of really gaining the world and not wanting it at all. When there are people like Swahili Hati, who wants all of that, but doesn't have the talent to push her to the next step. Look, maybe she has the talent. Apparently, I'm not putting that coming on. Yeah, what's her name? I thought her name was Swahihati. It is what it is. I don't feel bad for Sweetie. I feel like Sweetie should be grateful to be as famous and as known and to even be an artist. Like she has a song called My Type, which was good. And I like the Icy Girl song that she had. It was her first big major hit. But outside of that, like, I mean, when, no, it, you know what? Let me do this. I feel like y'all are playing in my face. Let me do this. Here you guys go. Y'all can come up and defend your faves. Because what I'm not about to do. Wait, yeah, no. Alicia, she has a song called Tap In, and I tapped out. I was like, yeah, no, absolutely not. Y'all can, we're not doing this back and forth in the chat. You can come up and defend your faves. What did I say about Sweetie that was wrong? What did I say about Swahihati Hiti that was wrong? She's in a section with Tina Shea. Y'all don't throw shade at Tina Shea. Tina Shea is an artist. She is a dancer. I think she makes music. The girls are fighting. I'm not moving on until you come up. You know who you are. Come up and tell me what I'm wrong about when it comes to Sweetie. Because I want to hear one Sweetie fan. I want to hear one Sweetie fan, the person in there talking about I am mean and Sweetie is an artist. Please come up and explain how Sweetie, not that how she's an artist, but like how I'm wrong. Please. Tina Shea Butter, I don't care. Like I like Tina Shea's choreography, and she has a song called Two On. Oh, I also like All Hands on Deck. Yeah, we stopping this. Let me play this commercial because we not moving on. Y'all, let's go back to this commercial because I feel like y'all just want to play in my face talking about she's this and she's that. No, I like Tina Shea. I mean, Tina Shea is not a singer. Tina Shea, a vocalist, she is not, but she can definitely dance. It's giving very much Ciara.
No man should have to go through this. No man should have to endure the pain. Men are taken out their home every day. Innocent men just like this one. 60% divorce rate took men out of their homes. College admission gender bias took this man out of his home. The gender pay gap took this man out of his home. These men are facing homelessness right now. But with your support and just 50 cents a day, we can save them. Please go online or call this number and join the Save a King Fund for Humanity for only $15 a month.
Wait, why did you leave? No. Why did you leave? I am mad. Y'all are. See, this is the thing I don't like. How are y'all defending these people in the chat, but then you get the chance to come up and defend your faves, but then you're like, no, I saw you. You were happy enough to come up. Please come back. It won't be a drag. I'll just listen. I will literally just listen. I'm not moving on. Because what we are moving on to is an interview with Fresh and Fit that I didn't want to do. So I thought I clicked that. Wait, I can run it back. I have the. Oh, hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. So you're here to defend your fave. Can you hear me?
I'm having issues.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay. Do you hear yourself? Hold on.
No. I can hear you. I don't hear myself.
I hear you laughing and you talking at the same time. Is it my Wi-Fi? Closer to the box?
I don't think it's your Wi-Fi. I'm seeing you perfect fine. Can you?
Okay, I think it's all good now. Yes. Okay. So
Good.
she's talented. She just has Cali style.
She who has?
She has that E40 swag.
Wait, so you're joking? You don't believe she's talented?
I do think she's talented. I don't think she can dance.
What do you think she's talented at?
I think she's talented at rapping. I really do. She reminds me of E40.
What rap? Give me a bar from Sweetie.
The one where she rapped over that E40 beat.
Give me a bar.
I do. I like some of her songs. I just listen to like so much music. I can't think right now.
Give me some from
something.
Anything. I will take anything.
Hold on. I'm gonna find it. My friend has her Pretty Chick freestyle on repeat.
Give me a bar from Pretty Chick freestyle.
What do you mean? She has popular bars. Because I'm icy, wifey, haters want to fight me. That was tight.
So you gonna give me the bubblegum rap? I'm icy.
I like it. I like that style of rap. I'm team Nicki Minaj. I'm team Yvette. I'm team all of them. I'm team Ice Spice.
So you don't know. So you can see then that she's not a rapper. What if I told you she people write her raps? I don't know this, but it sounds like someone like did a wordle and she just started rhyming with those words that pop up. By the way, I do like her. She's a vibe. Oh, I think I've lost you. Oh, I think. I really wanted to talk because I wanted to ask about the album sales. No, I was being petty. Didn't Sweetie have like a McDonald's meal or something? She's that girl. Sweetie getting that bag. She just wanted to talk to you, Themis. I don't blame her. Oh, and was I being mean? All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right,
and she just want to talk to you. No, this is my first time up here, and I'm good. I've been here for a year. Oh, the album sales. I think the album sales were promotions.
What do you mean? How do you promote you? I'm surprised her label didn't drop her too. All right, let's go back to this commercial while we wait.
Man should have to go through this. No man should have to endure the pain. Men are taken out their home every day. Innocent men just like this one. 60% divorce rate took men out of their homes. College admission gender bias took this man out of his home. The gender pay gap took this man out of his home. These men are facing homelessness right now. But with your support and just 50 cents a day, we can save them. Please go online or call this number and join the Save a King Fund for Humanity for only $15 a month. For just 50 cents a day, you'll deliver emergency relief, passport, and life-saving support to these men who could be homeless without it. Don't wait. Pick up the phone now.
All right. So on a more serious note, I wanted to, because someone said they didn't feel like I did this adequately enough, to talk about the Carly. Hey, D. Hey.
Hi.
How, not the Sweetie fans are all getting brave now. The Sweetie fans are out. We got
The
two
Sweetie
Sweetie
fans are
fans.
outside.
We got two Sweetie fans. Period. All right, let's go. Pretty girl music. Go
I'm
off.
gonna
Tell
give
me.
a nuanced take for Sweetie. I'm not gonna defend her to the 100th degree because no, we're not doing that. But
Isn't that what y'all do though? Talk about nuance. When you have no defense, you go, "Oh, it's nuance. It's so nuanced." All right, go ahead.
No, me I come for real now. Sweetie.
Where that Jamaica thing, yeah.
Exactly. Me I tell her for real log on.
All right, let me know.
Sweetie benefits from pretty privilege. We all know that. We all recognize that. I think Sweetie has never had to actually write her own raps. I don't think she writes her raps at all. That doesn't mean it's not a vibe. Plenty of people don't write their music and don't do their own stuff. The biggest problem with Sweetie's music is that none of her songs have a hook. They don't have a hook and they don't have a chorus, and that's why no one can remember any of her songs. But everybody knows that Sweetie's a vibe. When you hear it come on, the first beginning of the song, everyone's always into it. If she gets a good couple of songs with some good choruses, Sweetie would take off.
If she gets, so what about that is her rapper? You don't think a rapper should write?
I think if you want to be like a serious rapper, yeah, you should write. But if you're a pop rapper, nobody cares. See,
All right,
Sweetie to me is not like a serious OG, like in the hood rapper. Like she's a party rapper. I don't care if she writes her songs.
All right, and you think her flow is good?
The flow is good in increments. That's why it needs a chorus. I don't want to hear any rap flow. Like, you ever heard a guy with like a 7-minute freestyle? I don't want to hear that. I want to hear a little rap, a little chorus, a little rap, a little chorus. I don't want to hear a whole 4 or 5 minute freestyle rap.
All right, so she doesn't have a good flow. She doesn't write her own music. She looks good. So
She does
is that
have
like
a good
what?
flow. No, she does have a good flow. It's just too much of them trying to make her a rapper.
So you
know
like
what I'm
her
saying?
fake accent? You like her fake accent?
It's not a fake accent. I thought it was fake too, but I have a few friends from the Bay and they talk like that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, but I have interviews with Sweetie. Actually, let me play one. Let me play an interview with Sweetie.
Play it. Let me see.
That is not how she speaks.
Wait, hold on though. That doesn't mean anything because I speak like this. I also can't speak like this. So you have two accents the way you speak.
Okay, so are you then telling me that you're okay with Iggy? I'm gonna call her Azalea Banks again. Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea. I could care less about Iggy Azalea because I think it's completely different when you're trying to race swap and do that type of thing. Like, she not only tried to race swap, she country swap. She was doing too much. Way too much. Way too much.
That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like Swahiti is doing. That's what I feel like she's doing.
If she's trying to make herself like a real hardcore rapper, yeah, nah, that's not it. But if she's just trying to make some pop songs, I think she can make some fun songs that I want to hear in the club. I saw her out in Vegas. It was a vibe, but I'm not trying to hear her like, oh, let me sit down at home and listen to some real hardcore rap beats. Like, nah.
Sweetie got her list of sight words to help her. Period. You ready? Let me play this. I won't put it on the screen.
Play it.
You gotta just do it, you know, go hard or go home.
Was there like an epiphany moment? Was there a moment where you're like, I'm doing this 100% no matter what?
After I declined my offers from the hospital, it was kind of like, okay, you just turned down like a lot of money. So you need to, if this is what you're gonna do, you need to do it. I was broke. I was living in LA. I was renting rooms off of Craigslist. So the beautiful thing at being at the bottom, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this before, is you can only go up. So it's kind of like I need to build my brand. Every time I would post a video.
That is how she sounds. Now she's like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. I don't know what I just did. She just does this male thing in your face, and I'm like, it feels fake. Look, I could be wrong.
I understand what you're saying, but my friends from the Bay, they do sound like that, and I stare at them very weirdly when they talk because it sounds weird.
None of her videos, none of them in the past, in like, what year was it? 5 years ago.
Let me tell you, when they talk like that, when they are out in the club, when they're about to get ready to fight, that's when they switch and talk like that. They don't talk like that on the regular.
All right. Well,
I don't understand it. I'm from New York. I go there, I look at them like I'm looking through a fish tank. But like I said, she's a pop princess. She needs to get a good pop hook. Stay in your lane. Don't try to be too serious. At this point, though, I feel like her rap career is kind of over. I feel like she should be an influencer. She should make a few cameos in some shows because it's been too long. The rap thing ain't gonna work.
Sweetie advice for the hot Cheeto girls. Wait, so are you actually into Sweetie, or you're just saying I don't want to?
No, I'll listen to the songs when if I'm going out to the club and a Sweetie song comes on, I'm like, yeah, I love that. That's my type. Yeah, it's fun for a little.
No, my type is good. My type is a good song.
That's what I'm saying. I love that type of stuff, and that's like really her only song that has a good, recognizable hook and chorus.
Okay, then we're in agreement. That's the one good song she got.
So that's what I'm saying. If she had more songs like that.
She has a song called Tap In, and she didn't even try.
Now, does Tap In have a chorus? Absolutely none. Tap In has zero chorus.
Well, she has a song called Birthday right now, and it's not giving what needs to be gave.
It's not. That's why I said you're right. It's not. The songs aren't giving what they need to give.
It's giving Sweetie is an acquired taste. We don't have this palate. Don't disrespect us Bay Area folks like that. Period. You better defend.
No, y'all talk like that. I'm sorry, y'all Bay people do talk like that.
Not you telling them how they talk. Period.
They love to tell us how we talk from New York. Everyone from the Bay, they're always like, "Oh, you New Yorkers talk so weird." Da, 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 da. Same thing. Same thing.
He says the girls from the Valley and the West LA do that. I'm from South LA where the accent originates. Thank you. You've been a member for 6 months. All right. Well, you have not convinced me. In fact, you've agreed that Sweetie has only had one song. Sweetie had one good song, and that's just that on that.
One good song had potential. The time has passed, though. I will say that.
No, I don't give up on your pretty girl queen.
No. We can get a new
Don't give up on her. She can come back from the low record sale and the bad music and the bad performance and the bad flow and the bad lyrics. She can come back.
One thing I'm not is a ride or die. So that's one thing this girl is not.
Yeah, she has one thing. She has beauty. Everything.
That's why I think she should be an influencer now. She needs to go do some brand deals. Anything she puts in.
Oh, best friend. Best friend was a bop for real. Oh, and back to the street. Back to the street. She had a song with Janae Aiko saying throwing back to the streets.
All songs that have choruses. You listen to her album, listen to it again. I'm telling you, none of the songs have choruses. Not one of them, which is That blows my mind that they thought that they could produce that, but whatever.
All right. Well, we're going to get into this Carly Russell. I don't want to talk about this, but I do find it hugely problematic. Actually, apparently there are content creators. Let me check to make sure. Someone said, I can end this early. I think there are other people talking about this, and I want to support the women's. Sweetie Janae Aiko, Back to the Street was a good song. Yeah, she's right. She just needs a good chorus or a hook. She needs a good song, a good rapper, she needs a good everything.
Demons, to sound like you want to be her manager.
No, that sounds like too much work. That sounds like too much work. I want the best for her, though. I think she made it far
somebody
enough.
has a lot of money behind her, so you could get paid.
And I don't know why they're spending it on her. Like to like make her an artist. Like you are right, she could be a huge influencer. I think she is beautiful. Beautiful.
She is charismatic too.
Beautiful.
There's a reason why we're all like, look, even though the songs are mid at best, we still are aware of what she's doing. And many girls have come and gone. So she has something else that's keeping our attention in some capacity, right?
Not mine, but sure.
You talking about her right now, of course.
Because she released this song.
But there's a bunch of bad songs that got released and you're not talking about them. So she has something. It just needs some fixing, which I don't think it's.
I think she's beautiful.
Point,
I think she's a really beautiful woman. I do. I honestly do.
Sweetie needs to model. Like, if she came out with a line that was what she wears in the thing, I think that would do really well.
I don't think people follow her influence.
No, for her fashion, no, she has some nice fits.
I don't think people follow her influence. Like, I don't think she's
style, the girls would wear that in the club.
You think so? I don't know.
Girls would definitely wear what she has in the club. The icy diamond dripped out stuff, yeah. Especially, you talk weekend in Vegas, that is the fits you want.
Period. Well, sweetie, you just found your next career move. Period. You're welcome. I need 15%. What do you mean? Donate it to the channel. Thank you, D. Really bad defense, but I'm here for it.
It wasn't a defense. It was an explanation of why we liked her.
Someone said she is influential. She didn't influence y'all to go buy the album. Let me stop! Oh my God.
When she did that, was it McDonald's or Popeyes? Whatever fast food chain she did, that did really well sales, which was crazy.
Is it still going?
No, it's a limited time, just like Meg Thee Stallion did a
That's the problem. Then we can test. We need to be able to test the longevity of whatever they bring. Because everything, like you can do something if you're a big enough celebrity and everyone rush in, but does it have the staying power?
But that's the thing though, if you're a good celebrity, like they've only done it with Meg Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Sweetie, and that's it.
You think those are the good celebrities? You think those are the good celebrities?
No, I don't think those are good celebrities. Those are the celebrities that people think are popular. Me personally, I'm a casual listener. Like I said, when I'm in the club and I hear it, I'm like, oh, hey. And then I go home and I don't remember nothing that happened. I'm definitely not like, oh my gosh, I got to go home and turn this on in my house. But you know, you outside, you want to catch a vibe.
Wait, I love this. Seamus, you're in your masculine today. Period. All these untalented male rappers out here and we could be talking about. Look, if you talk about the male rappers, it will just go over my head. I don't listen to them people. I don't listen to them people.
Wait, you're not going to see Travis Scott in Dubai?
What's that song? What It Is? Doja, what's her name is, made a beautiful song. Every good girl need a little thug, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm here for it. Then I heard Kodak Black on the song, and I was like, immediately no. Immediately no. I am not about to listen to Kodak Black. Like what? No,
Wait,
absolutely
wait.
no.
You like the original song?
I like that. I'm like, boom, hit.
Venus, I know
Yeah.
you're not running this channel. You agree with every black boy needs a little love? Every one of them?
I don't listen to the lyrics.
Oh,
When?
okay. See?
Yeah, I'm listening to the beat and her voice, and I'm like, you're right. Every good girl need a little thug. I absolutely not. No. But I'm here for the song. The song
We're
is
not
hit.
doing that. We're not doing
The,
that.
the song is great. I don't know why she added this offbeat rapper. No, people I don't talk about the men's because like I don't listen to them. What am I? Unless I'm talking about Lupe Fiasco, Kendrick Lamar, like those are the only two rappers I listen to, like male rappers. That is it. If it's not Nicki Minaj, I'm probably not listening to it. So
I mean, you
I'm
better than me
sorry.
because I'm still stuck in the early 2000s. That's still the best era for all the music. The
Words
rappers,
I
the
never
R&B.
said. If you haven't heard, it's Lupe Fiasco, right? Oh my god, no, my god, that's So B.O.B. I don't listen to him now because I think he's now a flat earther or something.
Oh no! Oh no!
This man is a whole flat earther.
Oh my gosh!
B.O.B. is a flat earther, right?
What happened to our faves?
Girl, I don't know. See, I can't be talking about these people. Lupe Fiasco did a song called "Words I Never Said," and it's one of my all-time favorite rap. Yeah.
I liked his general stuff. Even B.O.B. I didn't know he was a flat earther, but I haven't heard anything from him in like the last
I
5
met
years.
him. He was super nice, but then I found out he was a flat earther, and I was like, girl, good to know. Oh, wait, sorry. The Sanderson sisters, go ahead.
Hey everyone, hello chat. I just wanted to say like okay, I do agree that Sweetie definitely needs help. Like she can't dance like at all. Like she does not have energy and she had the nerve to be up there talking about Big Mama when Lizzo is bigger than her and she can dance, sing, rap and play the flute and run around the stage. So um however, I do think
Period. Wait, drag.
no, but okay, maybe it's because we're both cancers, and so I feel for her. Like I feel like she could really be great. Like she has the vibe, she has the so-called look, whatever that means. She has that going for her. I just think she needs training. Whatever boot camp she went to did not work because this birthday song, I don't know what it is, but but
The funny thing is,
offer.
the birthday song, it feels like it should have been good. Like the visual, the way they did it was cute. So I'm like, just give me the song, sweetie. Give
I
me
mean,
a bar. Give me a double entendre. Give me something.
yeah, she always looks good. That's never the problem. But I do think that off her latest EP, I do like two of her songs. I like Boss Chick and I like Handle My Truth. I like those songs. I don't
Don't
know.
know
They're
her.
catchy to me. They're catchy to me. I feel like it was one of those things where I had to listen to it a couple times and I'm like, okay, like I like this. But anyway, that's all I had to say.
I don't know those two songs, so I will probably go look it up. Your fave?
Good evening.
Good
So I
evening.
just came up to elaborate on what I said earlier because you got it mixed up when I mentioned Drake. I was actually talking about Sweetie. So I'm from New York. I don't like Ice Spice. I'm not fully into Sweetie, but I would, I think she'd be a good model, I think.
Wait,
But
keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. You don't like Ice Spice?
no, I don't.
That wasn't a real
I
question. That
tolerated
wasn't a real.
her with Nicki on
That
Barbie.
was not. That was not a real question.
Oh,
I
well,
just wanted to say keep it a stack.
The New Yorker in me answered because they use that lingo here, keep it a stack. But I like some of Sweetie's songs, like The Rest of Us and Our Consensus. I think she'd be a good model. I think she's there because her mama used to be a video girl. I grew up seeing her mom in the videos. So I think that's how she got in, her mama's connections. Now, I mentioned Drake because I said when I super chatted you and I said, well, Drake does the same thing. Not mumble rapping. I mean, Drake is also biracial, raised by his white Jewish mama in Canada, not even in the US. And he does the same thing, which is tries to appeal to Black people, specifically Black Americans. And this is my opinion, but I think we as in the collective, I think we need to stop pretending that these artists are not trying to appeal to the Black American community and what we like. We like twerking. We like, violent lyrics. Like we like it. That's why it's still on the radio. That's why we hype it up. And
I
the
I
other
I
music.
I want to push back, but I don't know the truth. So I've always had the struggle of whether it's supply or demand.
I can
If the
see that.
what the issue is, but yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I said this is my opinion. Like, to me,
Yeah.
we like it because we complain about the Cardis. We complain about Meg twerking all over the place.
Oh no, no, I
complain about-
like it. Let me be clear. I very much like ratchet music. Like I love it. I will listen to it when I work. I cannot work out if Nicki Minaj or Meg is not in my ear. So
Yeah, it gets
like
you hype. I can see that.
yeah.
But I mean, well, Black women complain about it as far as their image goes. That's what I mean. But okay, but you support it. So these artists are still on the radio. So you obviously like it. So it's
I
like,
do.
we got to pick something. You either not going to support it and try to get a new face, or like you said, why can't we have multiple, right? Why is it
Yeah,
only
that's my problem.
right? Why is it only one image being pushed or presented? But Drake, the stuff that Drake raps about, he did not live it. With growing up with his white Jewish mama, he didn't. He acts like he's from Memphis and grew up in the hood sipping syrup. Like he speaks like, like for example, Lil Wayne. When I first heard Lil Wayne in interviews, compared to when Lil Wayne raps, I was in high school, so my jaw dropped. Like, hold up, is this the same person? And that's when I realized, like, okay, a lot of these rappers do not live what they rap about, and they mumble rap on purpose, or they rap in a certain cadence on purpose because that's what we want to hear. That's what we consume. So that's why I'm saying Drake does the same thing. Drake raps about shit that most likely he did not deal with growing up with his white Jewish mother in Canada. That's just what it is. But he's trying to appeal to Black Americans and their taste, as a collective, not all of us, but just as a group. So Sweetie's doing the same thing,
I'm here for dragging Drake because one thing for sure, when he did that Jamaican accent, girl, I was out of it.
God,
I
it's
was
terrible, Themis.
I was not for
and
it.
then Popcorn doesn't say anything to him. I know that's his friend, but damn, like, say something to Drake. Tell him to stop. But yeah, Sweetie's doing the same thing.
I 100% agree with you. But also, do you think that us Black people as a collective are not as supportive of alternative music? So like one of my favorite artists.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know if you know Luna. She does like dance and house music. She has like an amazing album that came out. Like
Aluna George?
Yeah. Well, Aluna George was the group. George was the guy. So she has her own solo stuff out now too. And she tries like really hard to bring the community in, but I feel like people just kind of don't care. Like she had a whole campaign where she said that she does like a DJ set all the time, and she says she looks out in the audience and she doesn't see anyone who looks like her. Anyone who's like Black that goes to her shows, that posts like their fit or whatever that they're going to her shows, she reposts them. She like puts like, everyone try to meet up because I want you guys to have like a community. But I feel like no one really cares, and they kind of push her to the side as a collective.
So
I
I think we
mean,
really need to do
you,
a better
you,
job
you,
of supporting the
to be
alternative.
fair though, like you also have to like. I don't blame the audience for rejecting the music, right? And even if you think it's good, you have to figure out how to sell your music to the audience that you want. And I don't think it's as simple as saying they only want ratchet music.
No,
We
I'm not
want
saying
ratchet.
that because
No,
as
no.
soon as I
I
said
said
Aluna,
it.
right, she knows Aluna George. So black people know her and they like her, but you won't really see them posting it. If you play a Luna George song, like a lot of black people know her stuff and like it, but they're not as vocal like, let me post this, let me play this out wherever, like, you know, let me request this when I go somewhere. So I don't
Yeah.
think it's that it's not good music and that we don't like it, but we don't necessarily push it to the forefront like, let me make sure that people know that I like it.
Demas, a lot of us educated folks like ratchet music, guilty pleasure, period. It's not guilty for me. I will own it. I am a Nicki Minaj fan. Is Nicki Minaj ratchet? I think Nicki Minaj music can be ratchet.
I like
Demas,
Nicki.
yeah, me too. Yeah. Demas, whose performance can you tolerate more, Sweetie or Chloe? Chloe Bailey. I prefer
Same,
Chloe Bailey.
Chloe over here, especially because I just saw her, you know, busting her little wines in St. Lucia Carnival last week in her little outfit. I'm here for that.
Chloe can sing, she can dance, she's that girl. She just needs to connect.
I need her to drop the ratchet persona because that's what I really don't believe.
I don't believe
Again,
it for
she's
most
trying
of
to
these
appeal
people.
to us. Like, this is what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
working.
You're right, it's not. You could tell it's fake. But I agree with you on Aluna. Aluna came out when I was in high school, when she was with the band. I loved the music. And then, you know, she went MIA and disappeared, you know, for a few years. So yeah, I agree with you. We don't support the alternative stuff.
We can still have our
To
ratchet
be
stuff
fair,
too, but
wait.
who's care
No,
about it?
no, 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 no. We need to put pressure on these artists because it's not just we don't support the alternative stuff. The alternative stuff needs to be good. Like,
It is
you
good
can't
though.
just come out here and be like, oh my God, I have alternative music. Support me. Absolutely not. This
No,
is
but it is
trash. This is
I
good.
agree.
trash.
Yeah, it has to be good.
But it
You're
is
right.
good though. That's the thing. It is
If it's
good.
good, no. I mean, I don't know
You
if it's
can't
good.
say that because there's plenty of bad music that's
I don't know
popular.
if it's
So if it's
Have you
good
heard
and
Aluna's
popular,
solo
don't always
songs, Emmett?
correlate.
or they're being pushed. Like Willow Smith song that she has, I don't remember what the name of the song is, so that's
Whip
not a
my
great
hair back and forth?
oh God, no.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, she has
No,
another one. Oh. No, she has another one. I forgot. Willow has a current
Is it like
one.
the emo type of music?
it's called Meet Me at Our Spot. Meet Me at Our Spot is a really good song. The
Is
live
that the current
version.
one she has? The new one?
Yeah, she has it with this guy. I don't know, some guy.
I heard it on
Some
the
guy.
radio and I was like, okay, I could vibe with that.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So I feel like we are in agreement that Sweetie's not good and she should find another day job. I'm kidding. Do what you want. Don't let anyone tell you you can't be the best rapper. Someone
We're
said
in
you can tell
agreement that she
Timus,
needs to be
I am listening. This is how I listen when I'm not in agreement. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're all in agreement because we all agree that Sweetie is not that. Sweetie
We
is
all
not.
agree that Sweetie needs a new job.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What is your opinion on Carly? Carly
Carly?
Russell. Carly Russell.
Who's Carly Russell? I don't know who that is.
The lady that kidnapped herself.
Oh, that lady's crazy. I know everybody's calling her Carly Smollett. I forgot what her last name is for real. She is crazy. Like, I don't even understand. Okay, the mental health excuse is not an excuse, but I feel like we need to give it to her because anyone with half a brain cell could have came up with a better plan. Like, what was that plan that she came up with? Girl, have you
So
ever seen any movie?
so she's getting charged, but I don't want to go into the legal I don't want to get into the legal bit in right now. I want to ask, should she be charged? What should her punishment be?
I definitely think there should be consequences. So I believe as of right now, she's getting charged with falsifying a police report, which 100% she needs to get charged with that and be held accountable for that. I don't agree with some people's take that I'm hearing that she needs to go to jail forever and like super, super harsh punishment like that, because then I have to hold it in comparison. Like, am I trying to give her more jail time than someone who's like a rapist? No. So in comparison, it's definitely should be accountability, but we have to hold it to what we hold accountable for other crimes. You know what I mean? Like, we can't try to throw the book and then we have lesser sentences for more serious things.
All right, so there's a lot of nuance in what she did, but I think so often there are people who call the police, and they don't get, and like they're not locked up, and there's no trial. I think this is different in a lot of ways. Like, you reported that there was a child, you then disappeared and sort of faked a kidnapping, and I do think there should be a message sent, um, that this is not okay, this is not allowed. But there has to be ways in which we do this. Um, um, and she definitely, after the fact, she took accountability. So as I'm thinking about it and watching other people get away with like faking crimes, lying about crimes, calling the police for no reason, it does feel like there is a kind of imbalance here. And I'm not sure how comfortable I am leaning into this is injustice. How could you do this to her when you don't do it to other people? Because the way this was done is very particular, right? It's you lied, you convinced the world, essentially the nation, to be invested, and then you showed up. Um, and I don't know. I feel like there should be punishment, but I don't. I think community service. I think some kind of probationary period or something. Yeah, I would agree with that. I
I
don't think she.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think she should definitely get community service. That's a given. I really think that this would be a time that social justice is something that would be warranted. So, for instance, the lady who had called the police on that guy at Central Park for his dogs and she was lying. She didn't really
Yeah.
get charged, but she had a really hard time finding a job. She got fired from where she was. I feel like this is an instance where you need to have social repercussions like that. Your life needs to be a little bit more difficult because you're not a trustworthy person, but in terms of formal punishment, like that's a bit much when we're talking about jail time. But community service definitely, and then the social repercussions of being a liar.
Yeah. I don't think she should go to prison. I'm trying to figure out if that's my bias. Um, but I don't think she should go to prison. Carly Pepini wasted emergency police or police resources. Yeah, I think there were police. Yeah, I mean, I think she should be punished. There is already social ostracism. That's one. There's also already she's lost her job, um, and I think her life is going to be much harder with her pictures all over. I am not a fan really of her attorney. Well, let me not say that. The way the attorney showed up and how he announced that it was fake felt undermining to me. It felt a bit like I understand the truth is the truth, but um you still have a client to protect. Even if you are, yeah, you still have a client. So I don't appreciate that.
So, as an attorney, do you think it was hard for her to find an attorney who would present her in a better light? Do you think she probably got rejected from a few people?
Oh no, because I don't. As an attorney, my job is not to lie, right? But my job is probably to get the best outcome for you in serving, in getting justice, in fighting for justice. My job is to help you get rightful justice, to defend you. But it's not to lie about you, and it's also not to throw you under the bus. That is the
But I feel
state
like she
job.
got a B tier attorney. Because I feel like the A
I don't
grade
know.
attorneys.
So I can't, truth, I cannot make these kinds of judgments on the attorney because I don't know him. I don't know his work. I don't know anything about him. And it would be unfair and a slap in the face of my own profession to make a statement like that without knowing the intricacies of the communications that happened. So I wouldn't say he's like a bad attorney, but from what I can see, it doesn't seem like that was the best way to go about it.
That was the best attorney answer I've ever heard.
Period. If the Argentine still hasn't been given time, neither should she. Look, I'm watching. I just need to know if the Secret Service is going to be in the prison with him. I need to know if Secret Service have to be in prison with him because it's not just about protecting him, it's preventing him probably from engaging in certain behavior and telling certain things. So obviously, I don't think he would be going to the same kind of prison. But if I am the Secret Service person tasked with like watching him and caring for him, my pay better be going up. Like it better be going through the roof if you want me to go in there. Like I should be one of the highest paid. This is like not a thing that happened. She's only getting 2 misdemeanor charges, which means under a year. So she could serve time.
You think she's gonna get jail time?
Gia says, why you skip my super chat? Let me go up. I hope she doesn't. I don't think she will. Wait, I missed your super chat. I don't see it. I'm so sorry. Up, found it. Collins mugshot is fabulous. Oh, I purposely skipped that. I did that. My bad. I didn't want to get into the whole like, oh my God, beat the face to go get your mugshot. Period. Period. Look good all day. I remember when I was doing pro bono work, and they were like, because of our clients, you need to dress down, don't really dress up, show up, make sure they can connect with you. I wasn't listening to none of that. I was a law student and I was getting time to go to court. You think I'm going to show up in a t-shirt? No, I dressed up in a full suit. And I was the only person of the students who showed up that the people respected because they don't expect their attorneys to look like them. People expect their attorneys to be dressed up. I don't know what y'all were talking about. Oh, dressed up. No, absolutely not. They, in my mind, these people, even though they're not paying, deserve the same kind of representation as if they were a corporate CEO. I'm showing up in my best suit for you to work for you. Absolutely not. You think you're going... I feel like it was kind of racist, but that's neither here nor there. Talking about we should dress down. Absolutely not. I didn't listen to any of it.
I agree 100%. My job, I look very opposite from everyone who works there. People are very surprised, and I love it. Every day I show up, I'm like, yes, it's me.
Period. Like, I'm gonna dress up. That's why like people are like, oh my God, anti-capitalism. I'm like, period. You go over there and you do that. I'm here for it. If you win, you win. I'm here for the new system. But until we get the new system, I'm a ball out in designer with my best friend.
Yeah, no, my profession, all the women who work there, not all, but a majority of them are very low key, tomboy. I come with the nails, the hair, all of it every week, every day.
Period.
Because that makes me happy. And I need to be happy if I have to go to work, you know?
Final thoughts, by the way, and then we'll go into the after show. I do have some update. The first debate is Sunday at 4 o'clock. Is it 4 o'clock or 4:30? I don't remember if it's 4 o'clock or 4:30, but I'll post it. The debate prompt is Christianity good for the Black community? We have 2 people debating that, and we'll have a judge. So, yeah. Is Christianity good for the Black community? More positive or negative? Please keep your biases out and really listen to the people, because the audience have a role. After all of round one is complete, you guys will pick your favorite from round one, and they will be winning a prize. So, final thoughts, Dee.
I just want to say thank you for having me up. I really appreciate your shows. They're a great escape to watch sometimes. They're very thought provoking. Sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree, but it's always in a manner in which we can always open our minds for discussion and thoughtfulness. So please continue to do that. Um, the only thing I would say is, theme is sometimes not everyone is built to debate. Please don't push these people who don't know how to debate with you, because it is hard to watch.
Yeah, no, I won't. And also, it will be the debates will be for everyone to watch. It won't just be members. Everyone can watch. Everyone get to vote.
Oh no,
Everyone
not
gets to
formal
engage.
debates. I mean, like when you want to talk to certain people and you pull them up, some of them can't form a whole sentence. Just let them be.
Yeah. No, wait. People say I keep skipping super chats. How? I thought I got all the super chats. They automatically save, so I should see all of them. People are gonna be biased. I hope not. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your kind words. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we can disagree and you still be here, because that means a lot. That's super important to me.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
a skill that a lot of people are missing, being able to disagree but still be able to find a way to find some common ground. We all have a common ground that we can agree on something. And you know, everyone doesn't need to think exactly the same way for us to all move along in this world. So it's really
Thank you.
important that we force ourselves sometimes to hear things that we're not necessarily in agreement with.
I appreciate that. The chat gonna be in shambles. I feel like we can do this. Do you think the chat is gonna be in shambles from that topic?
I think it's going to be highly contentious because some people believe in religion in very finite ways. Some people are very loose with it. Some people don't care for it at all. And I think if you're not going into it with an open mind to debate, which I think is very different than forming an opinion. I
Yeah.
love debating. I will debate something I believe is 100% wrong all the time just to debate. And I think
You
that's why
sound
it frustrates me
toxic.
sometimes
You
when I
sound-
watch you. I think it's a Jamaican thing
This
that
sounds
like we just
toxic.
love arguing.
This is giving toxic.
No, not like in real life. No. But
I'm
like
kidding.
if somebody wants to have like a debate type thing, like I'm gonna question your answers. Like you need to be able to back up what you're saying. I'm not just gonna take what you're saying at face value, even if I know in the back of my head why it is right. I'm gonna force you to kind of prove your point and explain yourself, because I need to make sure that you didn't just hear this from someone else and are regurgitating it. So I don't think everyone operates in that form, and some people take debates very seriously and true to heart. So I think if everyone kind of opens their mind to it just being a debate and it not being a platform necessarily that you're trying to change somebody's mind or anything like that, like let's just have everyone present their ideas, present why you think that idea is factual or valid or anything like that, and you can take it or leave it.
Yeah, actually, from that, let me add, drop a 1 in the chat if you can agree to support and say this person is good, not because they agree with you, but because they're doing well in the debate. Can you do that? Drop it 2 if you don't care nothing about what I'm saying. You're just going to be dragging.
The chat is for dragging, though. There's probably people dragging me right now. That's why I'm not even looking at the chat. But the chat is for dragging, so it
I'm
is
going to tell them not to look at it. The Bible thumpers going to team up like Voltron. All right, so some people put 2. Yeah, y'all don't even care. Y'all just say that publicly. They don't care. I'm gonna tell the debaters, please turn off the chat. Do not look in the chat. Like just do your thing because you're good regardless. I'm bringing my helmet of salvation to the chat.
not today in the chat.
So I expect there will be people on Sunday. I will put the stream up tomorrow, so you will know what time. Please put on your reminder. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna get into this after show. Have a good night. Bye.
I know you.
You said I know.
I'm sorry. I was like, I know you're not doing a Bible debate on a Sunday.
Yeah, period. And what about it? No, I'm kidding. This stream was supposed to be me and some of my friends reviewing the conversation I had with Jamie. A lot of people had a lot to say about it. People wanted me to do more, wanted me to try harder. And so I wanted them to say this publicly so I can drag them. So I probably shouldn't say this because they're probably watching. They backed out yesterday, which is when I started developing the things for today. But they were on the phone. They're like, "You need to be more open and empathetic and caring." And he was crying out to you, and you should have tried harder. And in my mind, I was like, I wanted to drag, but I was like, I want them to think they're right so they can come on live stream and say it, so I can drag them live. So I was like, yeah, you might be right. Sure, I could have listened harder because you didn't hear him calling me all kinds of gays and say his introduction was what's up, fool, or something like that, or whatever. But I thought I was being actually graceful. But I was waiting. I was literally waiting for them, but they backed up because yeah.
That was one that I had to watch in segments because that was painful to watch. How did you do that? He was
Period.
very disrespectful.
No, but I wanted them to come up and I wanted the chat to drag them. I wanted my friends to get dragged. I was setting them up. I was definitely, yeah, you heard me. I was setting you up, sitting there, just to be fair, there is this thing where they're like, girl, nothing that this man says should ever be able to harm you. So you are the bigger person. You should be able to reach out and help him and whatever. But no, girl, I didn't care what. Let me tell you, I didn't care what they were saying. I just wanted. I would have said anything. I was like, yeah, you're right. I just needed them to come on the live stream and said it.
They wanted
So
you
like,
to help him.
yeah, because
Help
I
him do
wanted.
what? Go
I
away.
don't know necromancy at this point. But I wanted them here so that I could put the chats on the screen of them getting dragged and just read it. Like when y'all dragging them. Just put I'm like, let me see what the chat has to say about that. But yeah, anywho.
Yeah, no, he was really disrespectful. He didn't have a clear point at all. He just had specific blurbs that he wanted to get out. He couldn't back up anything. He many times articulated why he was like a horrible person and why his points were wrong, but he didn't get that point that he was talking about, the bad person that he's saying you shouldn't. It was a circular.
Yeah, I really wanted the hoteps among me to come up here to hear themselves, to record themselves and hear it back. And even if the chat didn't drag them, I can drag them after, but I just needed it on record. That's what I needed.
You knew it was bad because even the guys that came up thinking they were going to also like gang up, they were like, no, we don't really agree with him that much. So that's how you knew he was so far out of pocket. It was ridiculous.
Wait, nobody, go ahead. You can take us out.
Oh, I was just coming with one comment on the Jamie dude. I could tell at some point there was some miscommunication because I speak Ebonics, aka AAVE, and there are dialects to it. And unfortunately, I know how to speak the Hood Booger dialect, and he did a lot of things you said went right over his head, right over it.
Oh, actually, well, not Hood Booger, but that's something they said. Like, they said that I was showing off as opposed to talking to him. That is that
Well,
was
Seamus, that's not even fair to you though. Like you can't do that. Like I don't think you could speak to him the way he needs to be spoken to.
I literally didn't even know what they were talking about. They're like showing off how? How was I showing off? This man said they don't condone people like me and I need to be out of the community. I'm going to go back and call them and drag them now because they've declined the invite. So now I can drag them. But I needed them on live to drag them live. So
The last bit of smoke I had for you though, Seamus, what's up with your Discord though? There is like a whole on your community channel, there's like a whole little inbox of people being like, what do we do next? Like, where do we go?
Wait, what do you mean?
On your I typed in your thing. The theme is # and the numbers. I typed that in.
Don't say it.
No.
Wait, so you added me. Oh, sorry. You are in the queue. So I am so sorry. I'll add you now. I'm adding you right now as we speak.
Okay, so what do I do after that though?
Oh, you can just come in and talk.
Oh, okay. So just click and boom, I'm here. Hi.
Let me show you. I'm going to send the invite now. Nobody. And your name has to be the same as your YouTube name. You got it.
Oh
You
my
should
God,
have
I
it now.
see it. I'm invited. I like it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't see. I hadn't. I'm sorry.
I really thought I did something wrong. I be slow sometimes. That's probably why I know hood boogerism.
Not Theme is having a queue. You're playing too much. Anywho, I appreciate it. You are there. You will be in the conversations. I may or may not be calling them after this. So, sorry. I apologize how long
No,
it
it's
is for
okay.
you waiting.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night, everyone. I wanted to end before the 3-hour mark. I have streets to attend. I have the streets to attend to. I also
You
have
have
a
your ratchet
debate.
playlist ready?
They better have it. All I want to hear is Renaissance. I don't want to hear nothing else. But I also have a debate coming up with you for y'all on Sunday. Please show support. The debate is actually my favorite thing. So that's the one thing that I would like for you guys to come and see. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
I don't like short live streams, by the way. This is giving very much short. I apologize. We will do another one. It was supposed to be longer because them people were supposed to be here. But them people, is that how you say it, them people? Them people didn't show up. Bye.
Bye, thanks.